Welcome to the Creative Push, an intimate and diverse artist interview series. Here, artists and makers of all kinds share tips, advice, knowledge, and inspiration that you can learn from. I'm your host, Sherry O'Neill, a photographer, artist, writer, and educator. This series is a part of the Learn and Create platform to help artists further their education in creativity, art, and business. Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope you've enjoyed your holidays so far. Been a bit overwhelmed the month of December, and I've slacked a little bit on the Creative Push, not to mention it's been hard to get a hold of people in order to do some new artist interviews. So I thought it'd be a good time to sit back and share a little bit about how I begin a new year with New Year's resolutions. Today, I want to talk about 6 goals to a better creative and happy new year that I believe will work with any person, especially a creative, in order to set yourself up for success, both in your personal life and in your business life. So let's get to it. This is the time of year that we all sit back and try to figure out what our New Year resolutions are. It's a time of reflection to see what we've done in the past year and to see what we need to do ahead and how we can be better at getting things done. At least that's the way it is in my world. So as we move into the new year, I'd like to lay out 6 areas that I think we can all use, both in our personal lives and our business lives, to improve our success, our lives, and our happiness. So here we go. With each of these items, you need to create 2 separate lists, one for personal and one for business. Number 1 is generally something that people put at the end of their list, but I'm going to put it at the beginning of our list, and that is fun. I think in life, especially the older you get, you have to put a little more effort into the fun part of your life because we get bogged down with business and work and family, kids, all of those things. The reason I think this is important is because if you're like me, especially as a freelancer, you tend to put more time into your business because you love what you do, but that can take away from some of your happiness because you can get burned out really fast, especially someone like me who tends to have my hands in a lot of different things all the time. It seems like overwhelm becomes a big part of our lives these days because we're inundated with so many things, constantly multitasking. I think that fun is a really important thing to put on your list, and you need to separate this into 2 sections, your personal fun and your business fun. So what does that look like to you? For me, it might be going on a travel trip somewhere that I've never been, or spending time with some friends, kayaking, paddleboarding. Those are the things personally that I would do. As far as business things that I would do that I would find fun would be to just get outside of my comfort zone and possibly just create something without any intention. Make something without any desire to sell it, for anybody to ever see it. Just do it for the sake of enjoyment. And that's something creatively that I think is good for all people in the creative field, because when you do that, you tap into something inside of you, especially if you're a perfectionist like myself, that offers play. And as kids, we are very playful and we don't have anything that interrupts that thought. When we get older, we're constantly thinking of career and business in a way that makes us think, can we sell that piece of art? And that can get in the way of fun. So I'm inviting you to make a list and to do some things outside of your comfort zone in this new year. So fun is at the top of our list. Let's start with that, and then everything else will be more fun. Number 2, learn and discover. I think learning something new and discovering something new is a great way to really get your creative juices going. This can also be very fun, so it correlates with number 1, but it also stimulates the brain. I think as we get older, we kind of get into the mundane of life, and when you learn something new or discover something new, it makes you excited. For me, a lot of times the personal and the business in this area overrides each other as one and the same as a creative person. I love to learn new things, how to play guitar, maybe learn some new chords, or how to improve my podcast, learning how to handle audio files. Those are all fun things for me. It might even be self-help on a personal level. Read a book on how to get better at Relaxing might be one of those things that I'd like to learn how to do better. So make your list. What are the things that you would like to do in your personal life and with your business where you could learn something new and discover something that gets you excited? Number 3, health. This is a very important thing, especially as we get older. We tend to get lazier and we don't move as much. And health comes in 2 forms, both physical and mental. And they're important for both your business and your personal life because the better you feel, the more creative you'll be and the clearer you'll be able to think about the things that you want to do. Stay active. Physically, most people go out and get a gym membership or start working out at the beginning of the year, or they go on a diet. Health is an ongoing struggle for all of us, but it's not just the physical part, it's also the mental health. And we talk more and more about mental health in our society now, which I think is a great thing. Depression is something that people talk about more often these days, and I think that being online, social media, watching other people share wonderful things about themselves puts us in a place where we can really struggle with depression, especially as creatives. So mental health is a really important thing to deal with on a regular basis, to kind of check yourself and see where you're at from time to time. Checking in is real important because things can come up in our lives that really throw us off track. Keep track of your mental health and do nice things for yourself once in a while. Talk to yourself in a kind way. These are all things that you should do to make yourself feel better. We tend to beat ourselves up and do things to ourselves that we would never do to someone else. So mental health is really important to stay in check. Staying organized can help your mental health because it can keep you from being stressed out. Taking time to breathe and to relax. Maybe meditation. Some people find that meditation is a big part of becoming a healthier person. I can't sit still for more than 2 seconds. I do find that sitting still and trying to put myself into that relaxation mode, usually with music, can help my mindset, especially mentally. So make your own business and personal list of what you think you can do to stay healthy, both mentally and physically. Hey guys, thanks for listening. I hope you're enjoying the Creative Push. These artist interviews are a labor of love, but it sure would help if you'd consider supporting this podcast with a small monthly donation to help sustain the work and time it takes for me to produce future episodes. You can click the support button or you can click the link below in the show notes. Any support is greatly appreciated and you can cancel at any time. Either way, I'm glad to have you here. Please subscribe and share. Now let's get back to the show. Number 4 is money and finance. This is probably the least fun on the list, at least for me. We need to make a list of both personal and business that represents our spending and our savings. As a business owner, I tend to spend most of my money on my business and very little money on myself. And I need to get better at that because sometimes spending a little bit of money on yourself isn't a bad thing. Think about a budget. Think about how your spending is working for you or not working for you. Maybe look at what you did last year and try to discover how you can save more and spend more efficiently. We live in a society where we tend to spend a lot of money on things that we think will buy us happiness. I think if we put our efforts into some of these other things on this list that I'm talking about today, we'll find happiness in other places rather than just buying a lot of stuff that we think is going to fill those gaps. So decide what your budget's going to be, both personally and with business, to spend and save for the new year. Number 5, give. Giving back in some way, shape, or form, in my opinion, really reshapes us as human beings. Offering something of yourself. It doesn't necessarily have to be money. Helping a neighbor, helping a friend. As a creative, giving something away, donating something. All of these things are a great way to give of ourselves. And it makes us feel better, but it also can really bring joy to someone else's life and make a big difference. So give something. Give of yourself. Give your time. Do something that offers giving in your goals for the new year. My last thing on the list for my 6 goals of the new year is to network. Now, generally when we hear the word network, we think of business, but I think networking comes in 2 parts. I think it focuses on both personal and business. Obviously, with business, that includes marketing and trying to get people to see our product or hire us for our services. But in a personal aspect of that, I think it's really important to make new friends and to meet new people. This is a vital part of not only growing our social activity, but of learning new things about life and seeing different perspectives that can actually change our lives and help us grow as individuals. I love making new friends and gaining new insight to how other people live. So think about where you are in your life and how you can network and add new relationships into your life. As an introvert, I often struggle with these things, but I always find that when I make myself go out, meet new people, it always, always, always pays off. Sometimes you don't see it right away. It may come back at a later time, but I do think both personally and with business, networking is a very important part of our growth as human beings. So get out there, get out of your comfort zone, meet some new people, and it could turn into something much bigger, and it can add something unique to your life, a different perspective, maybe a new relationship, maybe a new friendship. It will make a difference. And that's it. There's your 6 goals to a better, creative, and happy new year. That's my list. That's what I'm working on right now. And I hope that maybe this helped you a little bit. If you're not a goal setter, if you're not one that makes New Year's resolutions, I completely understand. But I think if you just put a little bit of effort into some small changes in your life, it can lead to really big things. Help your perspective and help you grow as an artist and as a creative and as an individual. Setting goals can help you grow into a better person and can help you grow your business as well as inspire you in your creativity. I have a lot of new things planned for the new year, especially with the Creative Push and Learn and Create. I have some courses coming. I promise you that. I think that you'll enjoy some of the free stuff that I have. Thank you so much for being a part of my tribe. If you aren't a part of my tribe, please subscribe and share. I've got some YouTube videos coming out. I'm learning how to edit video, which is taking a little longer than I expected. Please leave a comment. Let me know if I'm on track. Let me know if there's something you want me to talk about or share with you. I have more than 30 years in the business of photography, and I've been a creative my entire life. My only goal here is to be transparent and to share my knowledge and hopefully motivate and inspire you as a creative to do better, sharing other people's stories to also help you with that journey. Thank you for being here, and Happy New Year, and stay tuned for new stuff. Thank you so much for listening. As always, my intention is to offer inspiration that excites you to want to get out there and create something amazing. Be sure to check out some of the other episodes. There's more information below in the show notes, including links to other great stories, tips, and resources. Drop me a message or comment at any time, and I hope that you'll sign up to be a part of this creative tribe.